You go to, I wanna know. How do you do it, that thing you do? Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool. Where do you go to, where do you go? Where do you go to, I wanna know.
I know this thing makes us look really crazy because it stops and then it's like a whole segment. But hi, everyone. Welcome to All About the Joy.
What's
Hi,
up?
Rick. How are you?
I'm good, good. Unfortunately, couldn't get mom to go to bed, but oh well, what are you gonna do?
That's okay. Me and Cynthia can hold the fort. How you doing, Cynthia?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I just want to say thank you for buying. So you bought that? You bought the cushion?
Me? Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I love it.
And Rick's had it for a long time. Can I tell you? I got a check. It got dumped into my account for $122 from the red whatever is red bubble.
Bubble.
So I got the little commissions. Like I was like, I wasn't expecting anything. That was kind of cool. I'm like $122, honey. That's something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Hi,
Melanie.
Melanie. How are you? How you
I just had
doing?
something that gave me some joy too. I was like, what am I gonna cook? I don't know. I don't even feel like cooking today. I was like, let me see if DoorDash got any kind of coupon or sale today. Then all of a sudden it says you have a credit of 57 something dollars. That we haven't Chick-fil-A today, Ma.
Oh, that is so good. I love when that happens. I love when that
Yeah.
happens. So I just want to show everybody I'm wearing my new fireman. Can you
Santa
see it?
Monica.
Fire stand
Yeah.
Yep.
up. I went to the so Cynthia, you're gonna be so jealous and everything. So I thought I'd just share.
You went to
We
118, didn't you?
I didn't go to no, child. I'm in. This is Santa Monica, so Los Angeles, and that's like in downtown. That's kind of far from me. No, far from me. Santa Monica is on 7th Street. I could walk to it, basically. You know what I mean? So I called them and I said, I really want to support. Is there a way in which they were like, no more donations, please? Because
Mm.
they're getting so much like food and you know what I mean? So I was like, no. I'd like to buy a t-shirt, but I can't find where to get it. You know what I mean? So he was like, oh, you just come to the store. We don't have it online. So I was like, I can go into the fire. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, is it a separate store? I totally wanted to make sure that I could go into the actual building. They're like, no, just come down to the firehouse and we have it up here and whatever. And I was like, okay. It's like a little schoolgirl. I was so excited. So of course I went, all the fire trucks were out. So clearly they're all working, whatever, but there were firemen in there. And Mark came to the door and got me when she did the buzzer. And he was like, yeah, follow me. And we went upstairs upstairs to where all the shirts were. And he was like, so these are the ones that are for sale. These ones you can't buy because they're actually shirts that that firemen wear. I was like, oh, like the one you're wearing? Oh, that's the one I wanted. I'm like, that's okay. It's all right. I'll just look at these other ones. And he was like, I guess you could buy. So it's these ones with the red. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't think anyone is going to mistaken me for a
Mm.
bike. But he was so cute because he goes, I was like, "So do you have a large or an extra large?" And he's like, "Well, we have a large here in blue and a black." And I bought both of them, whatever. And he was like, "But I think you should really wear a medium." This is a white man. Let me just say this.
Mm.
I'm not trying to put race into it, but I was like, I had to tell him after like the third time, baby, I got boobs. I know you confused because I'm wearing like a sweatshirt right now, but like I'm not gonna fit into a little medium of a man's because they always say unisex, but it's not
Mhm.
unisex or whatever. So, but yeah, that firehouse is beautiful.
Mm.
29,000 square feet. I had no idea. They have parking underneath.
Oh
Like, I
wow.
mean, he didn't give me a tour or nothing. I just went, I was just reading up on it. He was
She
like,
was sneaking around.
and I was like, yeah. Let me just look at the stairs. Like, where do you sleep? No, it was really cool.
Would
He
you
was
like a
very
tour?
nice.
Anyway?
I know. So I asked him, I said, I know I sound really weird about it, but I really want to wear it on the show and I want to be supportive. And I'm like, we watched the show 911. And there was another fireman there too, whose name I did not get. I already
Oh, he was
knew that I
ugly.
was like the crazy woman. What?
He was ugly. Just kidding.
Let me just tell you something about firemen. Let me just tell you something. There is no fireman that's ugly. When you walk in there, it's just something. It's just something. I don't know what it is. It's just maybe it's me getting older and shit, but I was just like, "Oh my god, they're beautiful. Everybody's beautiful." You know what I mean? Like, the fire trucks were out, not all of them, but this one houses quite many of them, and you could tell most of the firemen were out of the build. Of course they are.
Of
Yeah.
course.
The Palisades fire and everything else. But I was like, I actually watched 911, and on our live stream, we talk about 911 because we all love the show, Rick. We love
Sure.
the show. And the other guy was like, I don't know this show. And Mark was like, I've seen the show. I'm like, you have? I was so giddy.
Carmen so felt like a groupie.
I was so fangirling so bad. I was like, and of course, because I know how I am, I was like, well, I don't want to be in your way. I'll just take 2 of those shirts. You don't have a sweatshirt by chance? He's like, we don't have hoodies or anything. I'm like, oh, all right then. I'm gonna leave. I'm like, thank you so much. I just wanted to go. And then I went to leave and I didn't know where to get out because it's so big. So he's like, I'm gonna come down in a minute. I'm gonna walk you out. I'm like, okay.
You're like, I'm still here in the rooms.
No. I mean, I wasn't anywhere near there. I wish I would, because I would have. Here's the thing too. I wanted to take pictures, and I was like, I think I could get in trouble. I don't know. It felt really sacrilege.
Right? Yeah.
It felt really weird to be in there, but it was cool. It was cool. Yeah. So that was my joy today. Did you guys have any joy? Oh, remind me to keep checking because Mario is going to try to stop by. He's going to be a little bit late. Anything joyful, great happening on you? Oh, look at Cynthia's like, Go ahead, Cynthia, share.
Speaking of shirts, so I have on ASPCA.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I donated and they sent me the shirt, which I was so happy about.
So for people who don't know what the ASPCA is, it's the Animal Shelter Protection, blah, blah, something.
Society.
Oh, yeah, animals. Anyway, all about animals, whatever it is.
Animal hospitals, shelters, you name it, they do it for all.
That's a cute shirt, though. Is it a sweatshirt?
No, it's a long sleeve shirt.
It's cute. I like it. I don't know what the emblem is. Oh, the paws and the horses.
It's a heart with the paws, and it's got the dog, the cat, the horse, a couple little animals.
That is so cool. So you donated and they sent that to you. That's awesome. Yeah. People have been doing so much work to help all the animals that have been stranded in the fires. Is that why you donated? Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you. We thank you from California. Me, on behalf of all Californians in Los Angeles especially. Thank you. That's kind of cool. Thank you so much. When did you do it? You did it right at the beginning of the fires? I've donated a couple things. I haven't gotten no fucking t-shirts. I'm pissed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, whatever.
Speaking of fires and animals, I saw James Wood said he was helping Alyssa Milano because she had 5 horses and they were just freaking out and like wouldn't come with her. So he was helping her and he helped save her horses. So I was like,
James Woods, who was confused that at first his house was demolished and now it's not. Is that the same James Wood you're talking about?
I think so. He's the one that had the neighbor. He's the one that had the neighbor with the dementia that they found in the room, and like he would have.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of James Woods on any level, but especially for politics, I'm just throwing that out there. But he had come on to CNN and was crying that his house had been demolished, and then it wasn't. And I'm sure the mistake could have been made. I'm sure that, and God, I'm so glad that it's not. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, a little painful. But he helped Alyssa Milano with her horses. That's good. I don't care about the celebrity. I do care about the celebrities. Don't get me wrong. But like 2 people I work for lost their homes as well. And I'm more concerned with the staff. And so aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Like they're more concerned with how do we pay our staff for at least the next 3 to 6 months? How do we do it so that it doesn't interfere with any of the help that they may get, which is really interesting because people need so much help. But if you're still getting income that could come, it's not. FEMA is not saying that or whatever, but they're trying to be very careful. You know what I mean? To make sure It's just a really difficult situation. So I'm sorry, Rick. I didn't mean to put that down. It's just his name is just driving me up a wall lately because we've been hearing it too much. It's like people are really suffering. And you don't need to jump on CNN to be crying if you're a celebrity to begin with. I'm just saying, don't celebrities, everybody who's a celebrity, and when I say celebrity, I mean you got tons of money. I don't care what you've lost. Don't get on fucking CNN and talk about it. Just don't. That's a free PR marketing favor I'm giving you. Don't go on there and talk about what you've lost and cry. Don't. Because your staff is probably in a lot more pain than you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be straight up. Oh my God, somebody's texting me. Let's see, is it Mario?
Was it James Woods?
It's not gonna trust me, child. Not gonna be James No Woods, motherfucker. No.
What brought you
Yeah, what
joy?
brought you joy, Rick?
I told you already, Chick-fil-A.
What do you mean Chick-fil-A? Oh, is that where you ordered from?
Yeah.
I
was
didn't hear
happy with it.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Remember, he got that thing, the credit.
Oh, because he got the credit, but he didn't say he ordered from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I definitely said it. Maybe
I
somebody
thought it
thinking
was,
of
you said DoorDash, so I didn't know it was a
from
specific
DoorDash.
restaurant.
Yep.
I've never been to a Chick-fil-A. I don't think we have them
Mm,
in California, do we? I don't know if we do.
I don't know.
They're good and overpriced, but they are good.
You know who else is overpriced? Not to be talking about fast food again, because that's fast food and relationship seems to be the thing we talk about. I don't know what that says about us. But overpriced is what's that place that I went to? Shake Shack? Shake Shack?
Oh, we have that. Yeah, we have that here. Yeah.
I went in there one time. I was like, I'll have a double cheeseburger and fries, and I'll have a shake. And it was like $22. I'm like, stop. Oh my God.
But it was
I
really
didn't think
good,
it was that
right?
good. I was not impressed.
Yeah. I mean,
Really.
the one here, it's all right. It's not like, wow.
Do you like Shake Shack, Cynthia?
I do.
What do you usually get?
The double cheeseburger.
I don't think
And
it's that good. Rick, do you think it's that good?
Like I just said, I think it's all right.
Look it. If they want me to try it again and they want to sponsor the show, I'm sure I can find a way.
Oh, it'd be wonderful. It'd be the best
Oh, I
thing
can
ever.
try it again, and maybe I just had a bad experience at one time at Shake Shack. I have no idea, but I'll tell you another place I'm not a big fan of. I shouldn't be saying this because we will never be sponsored. But I love California with all my heart. I did a whole podcast about why I love California. I think you guys listened to it, whatever, because I thought people needed to know. People like to diss California, and California is awesome. But one of the places that I am not a fan of is In-N-Out Burger. Like, people get so mad at me. I'm like, okay, next time you come, we'll go to In-N-Out Burger because it is supposed to be like the best fast food ever. And I'm just like, I've been there so many times. When places you work, sometimes we're gonna have a treat today, everyone. We're gonna bring In-N-Out, and I'm like, oh, like, oh great. Like,
Yeah. I think that place,
You're like, I'll just have a salad.
I'm
Thanks.
sorry?
that place and Whataburger, I think, are like more southern. I think I've
In-N-Out is
had.
not Southern.
I love
In-N-Out is a
Whataburger.
California establishment.
Oh, okay, I've never had that.
Yeah,
I did have Whataburger in Texas, and again, people, oh my gosh, I'm like,
Did you
alright.
love it? Oh, you didn't. I think you hardcore, like you have expectations.
I like me a good burger for sure. Five Guys I like a lot, but that is so expensive now. It's ridiculous.
Are they more expensive than like Shake Shack?
Maybe.
Probably about the
Yeah.
same.
I'm sorry, $22 for fast food hamburger.
I saw this crazy video. This girl went up to the guy at Five Guys, and she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" She's like, "Hi, how can I help you?" And she goes, "Where's the Five Guys? Huh? Are they like in a room in the back?" Ma'am, I'm not sure what you mean. How about just you? How about you and me? We just go to the back. I was like,
Okay, what are we talking about?
"Lady,
Why are you
this
changing this?
crazy video. I just saw this crazy video of Five
Okay, you're
Guys."
spending too much time, baby, on whatever you're watching. I don't know what's going
Hey,
on.
but at least I didn't say this is gonna be funny, right? I was smart.
I know.
Say
I'm
that.
very proud of you. Because you have learned the lesson. If you set it up that it's going to be funny, it's not going to be funny. You know what I mean? Like,
Trying to get all his TikToks in before it's gone.
Oh, that's
I don't
another thing
know.
that happened to me yesterday. I
I'm
was
sorry?
I was broadcasting, and then all of a
Mhm.
sudden TikTok went. I'm like, where'd my TikTok go? And it said violation, blah blah blah, because I said, see, I'm not gonna say it here either. Now you have to talk in code. I said the word, mentioned the word of you um, making your life not be anymore. Do you know what I mean by
Oh, you
that?
have
And
to
you said,
say
Okay.
unalived.
so I was like,
You
what? So
that's why you have to say the word unalived. You can't say
times already, and that never happened. But anyway, so you have to hit appeal and this and that, and then like not even 10 minutes later, I was back to normal again. But originally it
yeah.
said you can't broadcast live till the 22nd, and I'm like, why? But anyway, yeah, then it was fixed.
Yeah, it's just an algorithm thing. They have a code so that, like, if you say certain words, they
Mhm.
automatically I'm fine with it. I'm okay with that. Listen, I think they need like, if you're gonna restrict certain things, like the whole TikTok ban, I think is a huge farce. I think you all know how I feel about it. It's all bullshit. If anything, like I sneeze and somehow Google is able to tell me what Kleenex I should fucking buy and how much it costs. You know what I mean? Like Google and Facebook and all of these social media apps have all of our information. And I think what's really kind of sad is that TikTok is being, I think, kind of really what's the word? They're being targeted because they have an algorithm that is just incredible and they have a community that has not been matched on Facebook or YouTube or anywhere else. The thing about TikTok that's pretty incredible is, let me just say hi to Mario. Hey Mario, how you doing?
Buenos noches.
Buenos, buenos noches. Let
Yeah,
me just finish this thought about TikTok. What ends up happening is on TikTok, for those of you who are not on TikTok, it's not just that it's a community, it's that you really can go from you can walk down the street of TikTok and you can literally go across the street and get makeup tips, then go into some church and get the Lord's Prayer, whatever you want, and then go to another restaurant, learn how to cook, and then go across the street. And it's just this awesome kind of community where people really enjoy each other. Someone said on Facebook, they're like, "Oh, I can't believe people are so obsessed with a dancing app." I'm like, "You don't know TikTok. TikTok
mm,
has not been a dancing app since it was Musically almost 5, 6 years ago." You know what I mean? And so I think TikTok is being targeted by people like Mark Zuckerberg, like people from who own YouTube, because they've been lobbying them for the past year because I'm sorry, we're a capitalist country and we don't want somebody else making more money when we can be making it, right? When some big CEO billionaire can be making it. And so they've been lobbying for this ban for so long. And so I'm a big fan of TikTok. I think TikTok is incredible. And before I hear all the, oh, but China's going to steal, I want you to go walk into your kitchen and tell me where your microwave is made. I want you to go into your living room and tell me where your TV is made. By the way, they make iPhones, and most Americans are the people who use iPhones. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just saying the idea that TikTok is out there trying to figure out a social media app that is owned by a Singapore man, by the way, Singapore and China, two different
mhm.
places, Tim Cotton, who doesn't know the difference, but okay. I think that if China wants to kind of do something to us, they're not going to go to the extent of let's find an app, a social media app where people dance and then get them addicted and then find a way. Like that's too much work. They can just put that shit in your iPhones while they're making them. You know what I mean?
But even
It
stuff
is
that's
just
so-called,
incredible.
even stuff that's so-called American made, parts are still coming from China for that stuff. So you
Of
can't get
course,
around it.
of course. So this to me is just a big farce. It's also about this otherizing. You know what I would respect? I would respect Mark Zuckerberg so much more and all these mofos if they just said, "You know what? We want our companies to be profitable. We want American companies to own this app, and that's why we're doing it." I would at least have respect. But this bullshit that they're doing something. Whereas, again, I'm not trying to bring up this whole thing, but we all know you go look at a pair of shoes one time. You could be even on your secret, whatever, your secret browser looking at a pair of shoes, and all of a sudden, every kind of shoe comes up for the next like 3 months until you motherfucking buy them damn shoes. You know what I mean? That's Google. Okay. That's Google. That's Facebook.
Even now, Walmart. I go to Walmart. Okay, I didn't even buy it online. I actually went into the store, purchased my items, And if I go the next day to Walmart.com because I might have forgot something, all my recent purchases are
Oh,
already listed on there.
mhm,
Like, why?
mhm. It's just a craziness. So we'll see what happens. Melanie said, when was TikTok a dance app? I've never seen any dancing. So if you don't see any dancing, it's because you're not. If you go into your search engine and look for dancing, you'll see it. I always watch all the dancing, ballet, all of it, all the jamming, all the street, um, just all of it. But here's the thing: it used to be called Musically, music.ly. And that's how the app started. It was a like a lip syncing music app where people were dancing. So if you're not seeing dancing on TikTok, it's because you're not looking for it. So the algorithm keeps learning from whatever you're liking, and that's what you'll continuously see. So like I typed into the algorithm into the search engine opera because I wanted to kind of start learning more about opera, and then the algorithm was like learning that that's what I wanted to see. So now I see a lot of people talking about opera, and no, they're not a fun bunch. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like I've made a mistake. I got to change the algorithm. They're very angry about anybody who isn't like really opera. But that's a whole other issue. But before we go on, Mario, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Happy belated birthday, love.
Thank you so much.
Happy belated birthday.
Let me tell you, I'm celebrating February 12th because this was not fair.
I know. I know.
Joy
Hey,
is
Joey.
in the house. Hi. Oh, we missed Joy. She hasn't been on the show in so long. You have to come up again when you have time. Thank you, Mario. How are you doing? I mean, I know things are better here in Santa Monica, but how are you doing where you're at?
Oh, we're good now. Everything's back to normal. You know, you still smell a little smoke here and there, and
In the
ash.
morning.
Yeah, ash is still falling. So, but we're all in all, we're fine. Look, as long as we have a roof over our head and we have our loved ones, we're good. So,
Yeah.
and even if we don't have a roof over our head, as long as we have our loved ones, we're still good. So, we're fine. Everything's good. You see my same old background. That means I'm still here.
Yeah, you
So,
know what's so funny too is like I just I was telling Rick and Cynthia that I did a whole podcast just about how much I love Los Angeles, and somebody on TikTok said, and I'm gonna steal it for a moment, we can have an earthquake under our feet, movement under our feet, we can have the fires, we can have all the smoke, we can have whatever issues you think we have in California, and I still would not live where you live. You know what I mean? And that was a TikTok,
yep.
like, because California is so beautiful. And I don't mean just Los Angeles, but California in general is just there's so many things about it. And it's coming through right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you can see it so shining. Like it's
Yes.
incredible, right?
Yes, for sure. And it's the camaraderie and the community has really come forward for all of us, and it's just been wonderful. And even Alma and I were in the grocery store this evening trying to pick up some dinner, and the poor lady in front of us, she lost her house, so she was
Yeah.
just shaken up. But people were still saying, "Oh, we got you. It's all
Mhm,
good," and people were still giving love and support. Strangers were just being
mhm,
supported. So LA is not just LA, California is amazing. And we get all four seasons depending on where you go.
mhm,
So you can go up north, you can get snow, you can get fall, you can get brown leaves and orange leaves if you want. You get the beautiful green stuff, you get the ocean.
mhm.
Look, lay off my California because that's
I just look
home.
at people are always hating on California, and and I know we don't usually talk about politics here, but even the kind of adolescent conversation, Donald Trump calling Governor Newsom Governor Newscum, like just
Yeah.
such the kind of weird belittling of our governor who is doing an amazing job, and
Yes.
all of the lies that are just being through. I watched Fox News.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was. It was my birthday. I
Yo
was
bad.
pissed, and I was like, let me see what's going on in Fox News because I know they got love. I know they're gonna be
Yo bad.
2 hours. I forced myself to watch Fox News for 2 hours, and I'm telling you, it was lie after lie after lie. People, people,
No.
Fox News is not your friend. And here's the thing: we're
Nope.
not gonna get political, whatever. And I know a lot of people watch Fox News, but I'm just I'm here. I live here. I work in the Palisades of Malibu. I know this part of town. I see people here. I saw firemen, fire persons. Like, it's just a weird thing to see what's going on and then turn to your news and be like, "What?"
Right. Right.
So, just be careful. There's so many lies. Nobody made fire trucks stop to get some weird environmental tag before they could help us with the fire.
No.
Bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, that was a lie.
Right.
There was plenty of water. This idea that there was no water in the pumps and that what happened is somehow Gavin Newsom was stopping it to
No.
preserve some fucking fish. Again, you know what's so funny? I don't even need to defend it. It's so absurd. You
Yeah.
have to be a person
Wow.
who lives in a place of such negativity to believe such absurdity. What actually happened is the amount of water, just to dumb it down for the dumbasses, the amount of water that was being used by all the firemen during this whole ridiculousness had made it hard for the pumping service to then regenerate that water back into that pumping cycle. So it wasn't like there was plenty of water, plenty of water. By the way, we have the fucking ocean right next to us. Like, what is wrong with you people? I'm just
And
saying the lies. Look, at before it was about politics, Republican, Democrat, but I'm just saying the lies during this fire, if you cannot figure out that Fox News is full of fucking shit, I don't know what to tell you. We can fight about politics if you want, but this, for me, I was like, mind blown. Go ahead, Mari. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, listen. I'm going to veer off from the television. Well, I am going to stay on television, but I got to call out the Kardashians for the lies they were spewing, the foolishness and dumb effery of it all,
Dumb
and
fuckery. I'll say it. Dumb fuckery for you. Go ahead.
thank you of them all. And they were the biggest wasters of water. And guess who called them out? Rolling Stone.
Yes.
There's an
See that.
article there. They were like, Kardashians, you might want to slow your roll and put it on mute. Just go sit down and
Mhm.
mind your business. And then it was hilarious because Yvette Nicole Brown reposted it and she said, "Are you joking?
Right.
Do you have the audacity to open your mouth and
Mhm.
speak on something you have absolutely no clue what you're talking about? And you're the most wasteful of them all.
I'm
So
sorry, the
please."
Kardashians' education. I'm sorry. What is their expertise again? I'm just
I don't know.
okay.
Lived
Their
in LA?
father was an attorney, but that's
Wondering if
all
there
I,
was
you
something I
know,
missed in there.
Do they lived in LA?
they live in Calabasas,
Okay,
which
I don't
is
know.
not, they have nothing to do with the Palisades fires whatsoever, but they were speaking on something they had no clue what they're talking about. They were closer to the Kenneth fire.
Mhm.
So they were worried about their little stuff, but they weren't even in proximity to the fire. So please don't speak on something you don't know what you're talking about. Have several seats and mind your business.
Mhm.
Were they trying to
So
act like
as we,
victims?
What,
I'm
Rick?
sorry.
Were they trying to act like victims?
No, they were trying to act like victims, but they were more or less trying to call out politics, call out Karen Bass, and call out the governor. Like they had some horse in the race when you absolutely had no horse in that race. So
Mm.
be quiet, just sit down.
Mhm.
As Beyonce would say, look around, everybody's on mute.
Mm.
So
Totally not. Look, here's the thing. Who you are is really tested in these moments, right? Who we are as individuals is not tested when things are fine. It is not tested when things are okay. It's really easy to be a good motherfucking person when things are all right. But
yeah,
who are you in an emergency? And how do you use the power that you do have? Because here's the
yeah,
problem with Kardashians, who, again, I am grateful to say I wouldn't know if one was standing in front of me because I don't know who these motherfuckers look like. I really don't. I feel so grateful that I've never seen shit that they've ever done. You know what I mean?
God bless you.
I know, right? I feel so lucky. But here's the problem. You can't use your power, no matter what your power is, in that negative way. You cannot. That is a lot of power. And when you do that, you feed the bullshittery that just scares people.
And
I
I didn't see anything where they're writing a check like other people are. Chris Hemsworth, $25 million. What?
Chris Hemsworth, who no longer lives here, by the
At
way.
all.
He does not live in Malibu anymore.
Whoopi Goldberg, who lost her house, gave $10 million.
Mhm.
So come on now. If you're gonna talk on it, if you're gonna be about it, be about it.
Well,
You know,
you know what? I think that they're just using this time to promote themselves, right? Because now we're talking about them. They're stupid people.
so moving
I
on.
don't know what they do. I don't know what they do. I don't know why they're famous. Like you said, their father was a lawyer for the O.J. Simpson case or something.
No. Okay, let's back it up. Her mother capitalized on her porn tape
Oh my
with
God.
Ray J.
Okay, we're gonna bring it down.
No, but that's where this all came from. If you really want to know where it
Oh, I
all
don't
came
want to know.
from,
You know what? La 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 la.
no, come on,
No,
Cynthia, you know.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, but I know, but I'm just saying we do. I'm not saying you don't have to talk. I'm saying they are at fault for whatever. I know their names, and I know that when they speak, especially kids listen for whatever
Yeah,
reason, because they do stuff that has to do with younger people or whatever,
yes,
makeup or whatever. And so that bothers me, right? And the fact that they have been and I have no problem with Botox and women doing what they got to do to make themselves feel as beautiful as they want. What I do have a problem with is people pretending that they look the way they look without doing all the crap that I know these bitches have done. Okay. So I don't like her. I know. I'm sorry. My goddaughter once told me, she was like, "Oh, I just wish I looked." No, stop. I was like, "We're not having that conversation. We're not having that because that's not how they look. I
no,
already know that's not how they actually look."
no, not at all,
Like, so no.
not at all.
Um,
I was born this way. No, the doctor made you look that way.
mhm.
Right.
Mhm,
And let's go
exactly
back to their childhood pictures. They look a lot
Mhm.
different.
that part.
Mm.
Especially Kylie, who's the richest, and
Mm,
and promoting cosmetics, and looks nothing
right.
like she did when she was a kid.
He had no lips as a kid. None.
But you're making billions of dollars on lipstick and plumpers.
Right.
Mm.
So
Mm. That's it. Let's move on to our next subject.
let's
Now,
go on.
let's move on. It's not even our next subject. I just wanted to. I have one announcement to make because I think it's important for anyone who may be listening. I know we're not sponsored by AARP, but I do want to point out not yet anyway, but I do want to point out an article that I read in there today. So if anyone is interested, if you have any need for tax services, if you go onto the AARP site and you put in your zip code, they will send you sites of places where you can get tax information, tax help for free. I was shook about. You know how expensive it is to get your taxes done.
Yes, very.
So I thought that was worth promoting, even though they don't sponsor us yet.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I think that is another reason why you should have a subscription. There's a lot of stuff on AARP, and that one is a great one. So
I have mine.
I have mine. Cynthia, you got yours?
No,
I
not
think
yet.
Cynthia's the only one who ain't got one. Rick, you
Mm-mm.
don't have AARP?
I mean, yeah, I'm signed up with them. Yeah, I got the app
Look
and
at him.
everything.
Oh, that's right, because you watch their sex information.
Oh, stop! Oh my God!
Right. You have tagged.
Learning is fundamental.
You're gonna say talking about the Kardashians now?
Sorry, that's kind of funny. Okay, I'm sorry, maybe that was mean, but I'm just saying because you saw that article that none of us saw.
We went from Kardashians having sex at a young age to old people having sex.
It was so funny. It was so great because remember, I was like, I don't understand what's wrong with, and like, kind of forced him to have to talk about he didn't want to see elder people having. What was it? It was like masturbation
Relations.
or
It's
something.
called relations.
I'm sorry, Rick. Look at Rick. This is Rick pissed, everyone. This is Rick pissed. Hi,
Brian.
Brian. How are you? Rick, I am so sorry.
Put him on Front Street. Why don't she?
I'm sorry.
All content. It's all content. It's fine.
It's all content. No, I don't want it to be at your expense, but that was kind of funny. Okay, do you guys? I know Mario might have some input, but I want to hear from the other two first, and then we'll hear Mario. Do you guys have any thoughts about the award ceremonies? Just so you know, we just got all of our SAG information regarding watching all of the movies so that we can start. They've already been nominated, and we have to start watching, and they're going to have the award ceremony, I think in February or something. I forget. But the Oscars are going to go on. I wanted to know if you guys had any thoughts on it regarding it being shown or not being shown. Rick, Cynthia?
No, I think that's a good idea. It kind of keeps people's mind away from the disaster and stuff, and can see something good on TV. I do think though, instead of them having the swag bags or anything like that, they definitely should donate money. I don't know if they are or not, but donate that money to the cause. So
Yeah, it's going to be a fundraiser. All of them, I think, are going to be fundraisers of some sort.
Yeah, they're all going to be fundraisers this year.
oh, good.
Rick, thoughts?
Yeah, I was like, go ahead and do it and use it as a platform to help, all the stuff going on now. Why not?
I think the controversy was when it was actually when the fires were beginning, because they're still burning. So I don't want to pretend that they're done. But there was this kind of idea not to have them, whatever. And I was saying, I was agreeing, and then I was like, you know what though, if I was nominated, we'd be on the rubble of your house having that ceremony, because I would be accepting my award and making my motherfucking speech I worked so hard for.
When, not if.
When.
Yes, when. Considering I haven't been in a movie in a very long time, but yes, when it
All
happens.
About the Joy is going to be nominated, okay?
Are we going to be nominated? We're going to be nominated for an Emmy for TV, because that's what we'd be a talk show.
Eventually, but we can do it. We can get a Webby now.
We can get a Webby now. Okay.
I'd like to thank God, who's the head of my life. I'm just kidding.
We can get a Webby right now.
Well, I don't know about a Webby, but okay. We need what we need is people to like the show. So if you're watching right now on YouTube, there's some of you watching. Please do thumbs up. We appreciate it so much. We need more kind of active people participating in the liking. Although,
thumbs down.
Yeah,
or thumbs down, whatever.
Let me tell you, we have a loyal watcher and follower. No matter what, even when I do my single podcast, I get a thumbs down. I'm like, this person is following. Like, I love them.
Thank you for your support.
We do.
Right.
It's all good because it helps to show, because everyone's like liking, then there's always one not liking. So it's good because it makes it look like, you got to have diversity in what people like and don't like. You have to, you know what I mean?
And what they're doing, they're basically making people intrigued. Like, why don't this? Well, how come this person doesn't like it? Let me watch the video and see.
Makes me happy. It's okay. I just like the loyalty. I love it.
You're loyal haters.
Hey, you got to have some haters, because then you're doing it right. That's what my person told me. They were like, if you have haters, you're doing something right. So
Let your haters be your motivators.
Ooh, let your haters be your motive. Did you come up with that on your own?
No, I got that from somebody else, but it's still good. Let your haters be your motivators. I got that years ago.
Let your haters be. Cynthia, we have to fix your mic. Why is her mic still not great? I don't understand.
You still can't hear me?
We can hear you, but you know what? Last week when I was using my laptop, and Rick, I'm glad you told me, I could hear me and you sound exactly the same, which is not really full on force kind of, you know what I mean? Fabulous. And I can't figure out what the problem is. It doesn't make any sense, especially since both of her tablet, my laptop are brand new. You know what I mean? The mic is good. So I don't know what that's about. I got to figure it out. It's fine. You go back and listen to yourself, don't you? Yeah. So you should go back and listen to yourself, because you'll see what I'm saying. Like, you don't sound as. And last week I didn't either. That's why I didn't use us on the podcast, because it was too hard for me to try to fix. But it's like we don't sound like we're powerfully speaking.
Is it pretty close to you? Oh,
what?
actually, no.
Is this better?
No.
Shockingly.
No. It's something to the connection, because I had my mic with me on my laptop and it was doing the same thing. It did not convert correctly so that you could hear it. Yeah,
Mm.
Cynthia, you sound a little low tonight, but it was also last week too. We'll figure it out. It's not something we're gonna figure out right now, but I'm just saying it was an interesting thing, you know.
The fact that
So
you just put it right up to your mouth and it didn't get louder, that's making me wonder if it's being used at all. Maybe it's using a different mic.
oh, maybe you're
A
using
different
the mic from
microphone.
your tablet. So did you tell your tablet to see the mic?
Yeah.
Like it's not using the mic off of the tablet.
No, it's not using your mic. It's
There's ain't
using
no
your
way you
tablet
don't
mic, maybe.
So you should
pad.
be able to go in and look at your sound. Like if you go into your search engine area, go sound,
I
and
don't
it'll
want to mess
come.
with it, and then you won't be able to hear me at all.
What?
I said I don't want to mess with it, and then you can't hear me at all.
That's all right. Go try. We can try it now. We can fix it now. It's okay. You can try.
It's
I
worth it.
can't hear you.
It's worth it because if we could figure it out together as a family,
And it
you know
makes
what I mean?
Carmen's job easier as you
It
clear
doesn't
up.
matter. I mean, like at this point, what I've decided is I think we're gonna always have the live stream as the live stream. We're gonna have the chat. We're gonna whatever. But I think we're gonna do a different podcast, and then we're eventually gonna have a different kind of closed off private lounge where we just kind of have a conversation and we can talk about politics, religion, whatever, blah blah, and then that be the podcast because I think that might be the better way to go. Again, that's all about me not working all the time. But anyways, go ahead, Cynthia. Are you gonna speak to us?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
No, we can hear you, but
Oh,
so when you go in and you do Mike, right? Rick, what is the
Is this an iPad? Because if it is,
no, it's a tablet.
yeah, but
tablet.
yeah, iPad. So it's
Okay,
Android.
so my options are
Android.
default, speakerphone, speakerphone, and then USB audio. When I do the
USB audio.
when I do that, I
Yeah.
can't hear you guys.
Okay, but try it. But is USB audio is the one you have, right?
But audio is not mic. That's different.
All right.
So
Audio is
so it's not
audio.
recognizing. So it's not recognizing the mic she has plugged in. That's the problem because it should come up.
What's the name of the mic? What's the brand?
I don't know. I bought it, but I don't remember what it is. Because when you plug in your mic, Cynthia, it should show that that's an option.
Okay.
Rick,
Hey,
who is
Chris.
your friend? I forgot. What's his name? Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris.
He's the funny guy.
Look at
How's
Mario's
Chris?
like,
How's Chris Gales doing?
I
that's a
haven't,
different
you know
Chris.
what? He works all the time.
Yeah.
Working all the time. He's always on TikTok. You know who else is on TikTok a lot? There's a lot of people who just on TikTok all the time. Hi, Brian. Invest in a good over-the-air Bluetooth headset. What, Cynthia?
Is it better now or no?
And we need you to talk more.
Oh.
Sing a song for us.
Sing a song.
Give us an A and B selection for the church.
Yeah,
No, it's
no,
the
my voice is
same.
not great.
What do you mean your voice is not great?
Not
You're so
anymore.
silly. No. Okay, what else you guys want to talk about? What else is going on in life? What you guys got coming up? What you guys buy me for my birthday? That's really what I want to know. Okay. Because I had a birthday on Sunday. I didn't see no gifts. I understood fires. Maybe the mail didn't come or whatever.
The stripper man is on his way.
A stripper, man.
A stripper man.
Jamal. Is his name
His
Jamal?
name is Jamal
Oh
too.
my God. Do you guys think I'm like hard up or something? Is that what it is?
Not at all.
Not
I think
at
you
all.
just I think you just enjoy it. That's all.
I
A
want.
little shake, a little dance, a little money in his pants.
Oh my Lord. Okay, we're gonna change the subject clearly. Lord. What is one gift you would want if somebody were to buy it for you? Something that you can't afford or you can afford, but you don't think it's worth buying. Like, what would you want?
A new television.
Really?
Yes. I need one desperately.
Why?
Because the television I have, well, it's when it comes on, you know how only half the screen comes on until it warms up. It's that
No,
old.
it's time.
Yeah, it's time. So like I have to wait like 6 minutes for the TV to warm up for the whole screen to come on, and
Cynthia,
I need.
Was
I
I
need
not
it.
having that issue for like like 8 months. Cynthia and Rick were like annoyed with me because I would not buy a new
She
TV.
would turn it
Yeah,
on, go
yeah,
cook something, come back, it still wasn't on.
yeah, exactly.
It's time. It's time.
I
Yes,
saw
Ooh,
this.
Lord.
I
okay.
couldn't believe it. 55-inch TV for free. Like, wait a minute, hold up. How is it for free?
Wait,
So
what?
it's a 55-inch TV, and then there's a sound strip right under that, and then there's another strip of TV, and they show commercials on there, and that's where you can control the TV. And I guess the idea is they make money off of the commercials, but you get
Oh,
55-inch for free. I saw
That's
many
well,
not really
YouTube
for
videos.
free though. You messing with the free thing. That's
Well,
not free. You have to watch commercials all the time.
yeah, but you can just ignore it. You watch the big parts. Come on.
no,
No, no,
no,
no. Look at
no,
him like, no, no.
no, no.
I get you though. But see, I mean, I love that line that you say. You say it a lot. If it's free, it's for
It's
me.
for
It's for
me.
me.
I love that. I love that. But the thing is, people, most things, there's nothing that's ever for free. If you're not paying for it, you're the commodity. So y'all on Facebook putting all your personal crap and shit, Facebook is taking all that information. Melanie just said it must be older than my TV.
Oh, Mario's?
Yeah.
It's kind of old. I think I got this TV. It's probably about 10 or 12 years old.
Oh
Probably
no,
about 12 years
time to
old.
move on. Yeah, they don't make
Yeah.
TVs the way they used to, so it's time to
That's
move on.
almost as
No.
bad as Sophia's
Uh,
telephone. It's a cell
Brian,
phone.
thank you for saying happy birthday. Brian said around the Super Bowl time, there's a lot of TV sales going on. That's true. That's true. And Joy
Yeah.
just said I could do that one. She could do the commercial one. She said she could do it. She could do it.
So
Yeah.
look,
No, I
like
Actually,
couldn't
right
do
now,
it.
Best
Cynthia
Buy
don't
has
want to
a
upgrade the cell.
65-inch for like $300.
Yeah, I saw one at Sam's Club too. So I think I'm gonna break down and do it, but I have to do it after I go on my trips. See, I'm always doing trips and music, so that's always gets pushed back to the back burner.
Melanie. Melanie, is it analog?
No, it's not analog.
No, Melanie, I had the same problem with my TV and I wouldn't buy one. It was like, I don't know, for like 6 months a year. I'm sure I talked about it on so many
You
episodes.
did. I
Right?
remember.
And Cynthia was
Uh-huh.
like, "Buy a new one, just buy a new one." Like, just like, um, it's hard to buy a new TV though, because there's so many options, it's such a big deal, and I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
and
wait when it
I
comes to
want a larger screen. I definitely want a larger screen, but I
Of
don't want
course.
to pay $1,200 for a TV. This just it's crazy. And it's too much. But my mother got a great deal, so I'm just gonna follow her lead and go that route. But again, I gotta wait until I come back from my trips. So
what did Rick
So
say?
you didn't want to upgrade your TV. You didn't want to upgrade your cell phone, and you didn't want to upgrade your TV. What's up with all about the joy not
No.
upgrade?
Okay, wait, stop.
no, no, no.
Mario,
Pause.
Mario, don't even
Kidding,
Mario,
I'm kidding,
no,
Pause.
kids.
no,
I'm
Do
no,
not
kidding.
come for me unless
no,
I send for you.
no,
Okay.
Mario, I'm
I'm
on your
sitting my
side
butt
because
down.
it is not the same thing. Cynthia has had the same phone since 1957. That is not
Right.
the same thing. Not the same
I
thing.
And
think
I got a
Moses used it.
tablet now.
No,
And
you
I
still
do
need a new
upgrade my
phone.
phones. I
Mhm.
definitely upgrade my phones.
And a phone and the TV is a little bit different, but no, look, I've said it before. I think there are just things that I have more that I think are more priority. And like Mario just said, he's gonna go on his trips and then he's gonna think about it. And I get it. You know,
Yeah.
oh,
My
Melanie's TV was free, but you said it's really old. You said it was really old.
That's
It might
why
have
it
been
was
as
for
old as
free.
you.
maybe hers is analog.
Maybe hers is analog.
Oh,
Whoa.
got you
You know
back.
what? I know this is very old fashioned what I'm going to say. Like, I know there are moments where I catch myself. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so old. You know what I mean? Like, I catch myself all the time now. But they really don't make TVs or equipment or things the way they used to. They really don't last as long. Like, you cannot have a computer for 6 years. It's like every
No,
few
not at
months
all.
you get a new computer. You know, a TV is the same thing, and it's so plasticky and cheapy. You
Hmm.
know,
And what
um,
annoys me now with the laptops, we got a laptop during COVID for free because the kids needed new laptops and stuff for stuff. So it said your warranty is up, so you might want to get a new computer because you can't find these parts anymore. That's what the computer told me.
wow,
I was like, "Are you serious right now?"
right.
It
Now
just
that's
straight
a
up
Right.
told
smart
me.
computer.
Yeah, computer said you need to you need to replace me. I don't want you no more.
I thought Cynthia's
Brian
cell
said,
phone.
"I upgraded all of my lights on my truck from regular lights to LED." Okay. Melanie said, "My TV works fine and it's a flat screen." Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Pardon me.
Ugh.
Oh,
Snooty. I just, you know what, Rick? I think it's interesting. I love that Cynthia taught me something. She said that I'm a minimalist. I do agree with that, but it's not even that I mean, that is true, but the other part of it is like I don't spend money on things I don't think are that important to me. I love my TV, but I can also spend money. No, but no, 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 Cynthia. Your phone is important and it's probably hacked and you have no idea. No, if you have your phone with you every day, don't you? Every day you carry your phone. Yeah, no, not
When
the same
Cynthia
thing. It should
restarts
be a
her phone, it goes.
yeah. Cynthia keeps trying to find ways to justify having a phone that is how old is it for real? Like
I don't know.
2003?
You got Moses in here, don't you? You got his number.
mhm. Yup.
Joy just said that's what they told us about our heat pump. That's only 7 years old. What's a heat pump? I don't know what that is.
The water tank, maybe.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Bless you.
My mother was
Did you
smart. She
hear me?
got
I
a
tried to mute it.
Yeah, but
No,
you
we
went like
didn't.
this, so
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
it was you.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. Sorry. I was trying not to put it in the audio, but thank you. Now we'll let everyone know. Thank you, Rick. It'll be a cute
Yeah,
little bump. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mario. Sorry.
No,
side
I
with
was saying my mother has one of those pumps. It's an electric. It's not an electric water heater, but it's one of those water heater. It only heats up the water and it runs through the house and it's efficient. And there's no actual tank. It's a waterless. There it is. It's a tankless water heater. Yes.
Mm.
And so it's electrical and it heats the water up through this little confined machine and the water gets hot. The only drawback it takes like 2 minutes for the water to get hot. But she saved a lot of money on gas as far as having a tankless water heater. That's what it's called.
Huh.
All of it went over my head. I totally get
I
it.
know.
I owned a condo for
I saw her
I don't
face
know,
ago.
5 years, and I really had no idea what was going on at all because I was never there. So, but I think that would be where I'd have a tankless water heater thing or something.
Yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
right. Joy said, Brian said you love your first seat and $800 a night hotels. What?
love seat.
He's
You
saying
said
he says you're bougie, but you won't spend the money on the TV. That's what he's saying.
Oh my
He's
God. I forgot him and Tony with the bougie. Melanie just said I still use an iPhone Plus, 8 Plus.
Yes,
I don't even know
thank
what that
you,
is because I
Melanie.
don't have an iPhone. Is the iPhone 8 an old one?
I have
I
no
think
idea.
they're like
I'm not
20 something. They think I don't
Nobody
know.
here is an iPhone user.
have no
What'd
clue.
you say,
Sorry.
Cynthia?
I said I think they're at iPhone like 20 something. I don't know.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, maybe so. Or
Isn't it?
Okay.
17. I don't know. I don't use them because iPhones use Samsung products anyway, so it's okay.
Okay. We're gonna get into the iPhone. Actually, there's nobody here who uses an iPhone. Just like most of the country, the world, 70% of the world uses Android-based phones, not iPhones. Only the United States is obsessed with iPhones. Uh, and yet we're worried about TikTok. I just want to throw that out there. Like we're worried about, again, worried about
Right?
Joy said yes. Oh, it's because it's a tank. It does her heat and air system. Yeah, I know none of these things. Uh,
Yeah, I get it. I know what she's talking about.
yeah.
yeah.
So they all have the latest. So all the people in the chat are iPhone people, I guess. It's okay.
That's for them.
We,
Yay.
we we forgive you. It's okay. Whatever.
That's for you. Yay.
Oh my God, we are bad. You know what though? iPhone people are crazy. I'm sorry. Like it's the worst argument, like worse than Republican and Democrat get into a fight with people about iPhone versus Android. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And Android people are like not in the fight.
No,
Like,
at all. We're like, okay.
okay, cool.
Yeah. It was like, you have a green bubble. Okay.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but they say that all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, you have a green bubble. okay, did you get the message?
That's right, Alma. Alma knows somewhat.
Hi, Melanie's gonna come back to Samsung. Yes, come back, Queen.
Come
Come back
on
to the
home.
other
Come on
side. Come
home.
back to the other side where we're not crazy. We don't need to buy a phone every 6 months. Hey,
Right.
Ash, how are you? That's so funny.
Alma's right. Android rules. Hey, I'm just saying.
What?
Alma said Android rules. I don't
They
know. I don't.
Well,
I
if
don't.
Androids
Alma
rule
said
and
it,
I
we're good.
what is it? Androids rule and iPhones drool.
See, I don't say that. I actually think it's like Coke and Pepsi. I just don't see the big drama over it. Like people get so obsessed about it. Brian said, ever
Yeah.
since I crossed over from Android to iPhone, I never looked back. Okay.
Oh, bless
Good for
your
you.
heart.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
It's not even me, Brian. It's not
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm
Just
just
make sure we go
listen.
to him. We go
I'm
to him.
feeling a little petty tonight. Petty-luya.
He's being petty. Melanie said, my tablet is an Android. I will use whatever costs less. Amen.
That's
That's
right.
it.
Amen. Ash said, I have always had Android, but was gifted an iPhone years ago. Ooh, that's not a good friend. And I'll wear it out too. A phone is a phone. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. So at work, at all three of my clients, they all use Macs. They all use Apple products or whatever. And if you know anything about doing anything to do with money, you always want to use a Windows, because Windows always have the latest software for like things like QuickBooks or whatever. So it's always this weird fight that people get all incensed that I break out my laptop. You know what I mean? And they're like a shock. I'm like,
Right.
Lord, bring it down a notch. It's a fucking computer.
Simmer down.
Alma said there is no competition. Coke rules.
I like
See?
Pepsi.
Yeah. East Coast people tend to like Pepsi. I don't know about Rick, but I'm a Pepsi person, but
I mean, I like both, but I lean to Coke a little bit more.
it don't even matter. Like
No.
honestly, like when I go to a restaurant and I'm like, can I have a Pepsi, please? They're not like, oh, we only have Coke. And I'm like, I have to leave.
Right.
I'm like,
No.
oh, okay. Like it's fine.
No.
And usually you say, can I have a Coke? And they'll say, we only have Pepsi
The
or something.
Pepsi.
And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
like
my wife is
Be nice.
she's a Coke fan. And there's a specific Coke that she loves, and Cynthia can relate because it's at Disney, and the Disney Coke
Oy
is
vey.
better than I know, oy vey, but the Disney Coke is stronger and it's better, and you can't find it anywhere else. It doesn't have the same flavor.
At
Disney
Disney?
Coke, yes, Disney Coke and Mexican Coke, and the Mexican Coke
I
because it
hate that
comes
they
in.
call it that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate
Well,
that they call
that's what they call it because
it. I know.
it comes out of the bottle and it comes out of Mexico
Okay,
because
but
it's
let's
pure
be
cane
clear what
sugar.
that actually means. Let's be clear what that actually means. The reason why they call it Mexican Coke is because in Mexico, they still do it the old school way, which is glass
Yes,
bottles and real
and cane
sugar.
sugar.
That's
Yes, and
right.
cane
But I
sugar.
just
Yes,
hate they call it Mexican Coke because that should be just Coke. You know what I mean? Like we should, and
because
instead we've changed
American
it
Coke,
all.
yeah, American Coke changed the recipe, so it's not the same. So that's why they have to define it by Mexican Coke, or
And it's
even
also
if you
like
go.
$5 more.
Yes, for sure. Or if you go over to Europe, it's it's better over there too, for sure. But it's hard to find over there. Just like their Fanta, they have a orange Fanta over there that you can't get here that
Yeah.
has actual
Okay, but what do
orange
we
fruit
love
in
about
it.
our country? Let's talk about what we love about our country. Come on now. Okay, I meant that to be like a good thing. Why are you guys so quiet? Rah, rah, USA. Come on. I love California. If I ask you to talk
I
about
love California. California is great. California is amazing. The
you guys are
sun, the
bad.
sea, the
Come on.
sky,
I
the
still have faith
trees.
in the United States. I do a little bit. I do. I have faith in us. And Monday, it's Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, right? We're celebrating Martin Luther King Day.
Well,
Actually,
it's the
it's the
holiday.
19th, and the
It,
20th is a holiday.
yeah,
Um,
actually, his birthday is the 15th, but the holiday is coming up.
it's on Monday.
No, the holiday, right? But his actual birthday is the
I
15th.
think it's the 19th.
No, ma'am.
I don't know. I don't know. I should know, but I don't know. Let me see. Martin Luther.
The king, as the kids say.
But also on Monday, I'm not going to avoid this. It is also you are correct, sir. I was incorrect. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday is January 15th. I just want to also say that he is a Capricorn, like myself. We are beautiful, wonderful people. I'm just saying. So, Mario, you are correct. January 15th.
Huzzah.
Yes,
And
I was wrong.
I love people that will admit I made a mistake. I might have
I
been
do
wrong.
too. You're awesome for that. Thank you.
Some
Are you guys
people
making fun of me? I always admit when
No,
I make a
no,
mistake.
no,
I'm
not at all.
Oh,
affirming.
what am I gonna do? Fight you on the truth right there?
No, no, no. What he's making a point
Oh,
because that's a good point. Some people don't, they can't take accountability and say, you know what, I was wrong. You were right. Thank
but
you
that's
for
when you look
correcting me.
stupid, though, right?
Right.
It's a lot of stupid people out there.
I
There.
know.
It's,
Well, I mean, I think the whole thing about being brilliant or being really smart is admitting that you don't know what you don't know or that you made a mistake. That's the best thing you can do when you make a mistake or you are wrong is just own it. I love people who try to hide that they didn't make a mistake because they just dig the hole deeper. You know?
yes.
Mhm.
But I also want to acknowledge that the inauguration is also, I think, unfortunately, on Martin Luther King's holiday. But it is what it is. I just don't like those two things. I don't like the presidential inauguration
Is
being.
it?
Yeah, it's on Monday.
20th, yeah.
Yeah, President Biden gave his final address today. And on Monday, it'll be the new president, President elect Trump, will be at the inauguration. And it'll be interesting. I just don't like I wish it wasn't on Martin Luther King Day. Thank you, Rick. Just because I like to celebrate that day separately and then find an excuse not to go into work so I can watch the inauguration. You know what I mean? Like I just like so but yeah, those two things are happening on Monday. So
Ash Paul said something. I'm sorry to totally shift
oh,
gears.
I missed
Totally
it.
shift
What'd you
gears.
say?
We had a lot of comments actually, but she brought up
Mhm.
something that made me think once. She said glass bottles, yes. And I've always heard people say, you know what? I don't know why, but drinking from a glass bottle, the same soda, it don't taste the same. And I'm like, really though? And then remember,
Mhm.
I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Coke glass. Let me drink. I was like, oh my
Yep.
God, it's true.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's true. It's really true. Just glass bottles, period, because the whole carbonation, everything, the seep is. It's something about the glass bottles. It's just better. I can't.
It's
I
not
can't
just
tell you.
that though, even products like olive oil, you know how hard it is? And I only buy olive oil in a glass bottle, but it's harder and harder because they're making them all plastic. And there's just something wrong for me about buying olive oil in a plastic. I hate it. You know what I mean? I also skincare products, like I like getting them in and you can't really get things in glass anymore. I think
Yeah.
things tasted better when they were stored in glass too. Alma just said POTUS gave a beautiful farewell. He did. He did. I really respect Joe Biden a lot. I think his legacy is incredible for all the things he has done. Everyone makes mistakes. We're all human. We can all harp on the negativity, but he is just a wonderful man, and I'm so happy for him. I think he needs a rest too. I wish, of course, everyone knows I wish the election turned out differently, but no matter what, I'm just grateful for Joe Biden and that he now gets to just, I hope, enjoy his grandchildren, his great grandchildren, and just like he can just rest because I think he was running ragged for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was
Um,
low. He was definitely woe out at the end. So.
yeah, so I'm really happy for him. Ash just said same Carmen oils are better in glass. Exactly, exactly. Oh, Brian, I'm sorry I missed what you said. I love Texas. I love small towns in America. I'm a proud to support 2A. I don't know what 2A is.
I love that.
Oh, the Second Amendment. What the
I
fuck?
love I
Jesus
love that
Christ.
nobody was talking about this at all, but Alma had to throw it in there. I love Lay's potato chips.
Bring it back to joy. I love
This is my
Lay's
favorite right
potato
here. Look,
chips.
I ain't ashamed.
Boom.
That's my favorite.
Ruffles. Look at
Ruffle.
You know what? I can't eat potato chips. Is that weird?
No, why?
Every time I eat potato chips, I get like a lot of gas.
Oh,
Too much info. Sorry. I don't know what
that's
it
a
is.
you thing.
That's a me. That's not about Lay's potato chips because we would love to sponsor them and I would try to eat them.
We will eat the Lay's
We
potato
will eat
chips.
them. Everyone
We
will
gonna
eat
eat them Lay's. Send them on our way.
I'll
Send
be
her
better than
chips,
Lucy
send
with.
her the gas X pills with them.
Right.
Ah,
You
I
know,
don't know what it
together,
is.
yeah.
I never eat potato chips. I just don't.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'll be better than Lucy on Vitamin to Vegemin, and so tasty
Right.
too.
Are there foods you guys don't eat? Like I don't eat pizza either. Like I'm not a pizza person.
I don't eat cauliflower because I'm allergic to it.
None of us
But
eat cauliflower. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, oh,
I hate Brussels sprouts. Hate them.
you know what? If you can't put bacon on something and it tastes better, it is not a food. And someone tried to give me Brussels sprouts with bacon wrapped. I'm like, it still sucks. Okay. And
Right.
bacon is the equalizer. That's how I'm
No. No. But some
Somebody
people are
made
like,
me.
I can't eat it. Ugh.
Somebody made me bacon wrapped asparagus, and I was like, okay,
That's delicious. Get into that. I've done that before.
yeah.
It's really good. My goodness.
Brian, we're not gonna talk about. I mean, I'm so sorry for what's happened to you, and I understand your reasoning. I just don't want to talk about the Second Amendment. I'm sorry, but I appreciate your input so much. I really do. Alma said no pizza. What? I
Oh,
don't know
pizza,
what it
what?
is. I'm not a pizza person. I don't know what it is. I can eat it. I have eaten it. It's just like when someone talks about getting like, you know how people get excited, like, oh, we're gonna have pizza. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Not even from the same old place.
No, I love pizza from the same old place, but I'm not a pizza. Like I wouldn't go to Boston to have pizza at the same old place, even though I love the same old place. Very famous place,
That's the
clearly.
name of the restaurant. Same
That's the
old
name of the
place.
restaurant. And it's amazing pizza. You know why? Because it tastes like New York pizza. Sorry to say that. I know people will get upset, but that's why. But I'm just not a fan.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe. I know. Look at Ash is like cheese is life. You know what I gave up 6 months ago? Cheese.
Jeez. I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because I have never had any problems at all. This is way too much information for this podcast. But I've never had any issues with my blood work ever my entire life, and my cholesterol was elevated. And my doctor was like, you can make some changes. I'm like what? What can I get rid of? Because this is never gonna
It's
happen.
going.
What is it? She's like, if you want to take out some, animal products. I'm like cheese. Should I just get rid of cheese? Would that do it? She was like, thought I was crazy. And here's the thing: when I say like, it's not even like high; it's just elevated. Like
Just slightly elevated. She's like, it's gotta go.
I'm just trying to see. So I have my next appointment January, like the end of January. I want to see if that's helped it bring it back to the right levels, because
She
Ashley
said,
said I disown you. I don't
she's
eat
like, cheese is life.
Alma said, I love that I can get any type of food from anywhere in the world by just driving in different directions. That's right. That's America. Well, it's California. I don't know. Brian,
Right.
you can never go
California.
wrong with pizza, burgers, and sandwiches. I'm a huge sandwich person. I do like
Good
my sandwich.
Yeah.
I do. I could eat a sandwich every day for life. I could.
What's your favorite type of sandwich?
Any kind of sandwich, but I do like my mayo and mustard on it. Like it has to be a certain combination.
Together?
What?
Mayo and mustard together?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mayo on one side, mustard on the other. You know
Yeah.
that's what's on a cheeseburger at McDonald's too, right? Mayo and mustard. That's the secret sauce, by the way.
Oh, I'm Jersey Mike's is my favorite.
I
Sorry.
love Jersey Mike's. Where do you get it?
Jersey.
Like the Italian?
No, I
Delicious.
get the Supreme, the Club Supreme.
Oh, the Club Supreme, delicious.
Yes.
Yes.
Have
I do
mercy,
love a good
Jesus.
sandwich.
God
Mhm.
is good.
You get
He's
some
good.
jalapenos in there. Do you put some jalapenos, some onion? Oh,
No, I don't eat the jalapenos, but
I love this for us. Oh, I think I'm gonna order that tonight. I'm a little hungry.
yes, get some
Mm.
extra crispy bacon in there. Ooh, yes.
Ooh, again, bacon. I don't understand. Like, I don't have bacon all the time because it's a precious commodity.
Right.
But my whole thing is like, if bacon cannot fix the food you're eating, then the food is wrong. The bacon is fine. The food is wrong. That's how I feel about it. Sorry. I'm gonna stay on that. I don't care. I will die on that hill. Now I'm hungry. Me too.
Yeah.
Ooh, barbecue. I love barbecue.
Yes.
Barbecue is life, Brian. That is the only reason why you and I even have a conversation. Because otherwise, I hate you. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. What's your favorite barbecue place in LA?
Ooh, I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you two.
Me too.
Bloodsoes
Been there,
and
done that.
Woody's in Inglewood. Sorry.
Oh no, Woody's. I don't think I've been. No, Woody's. Where's Woody's? Is that on Martin Luther King Jr.?
There's two Woodies. There's one on Slauson in the Hood, and then there's one in Inglewood, right there off of La Brea.
I don't think I've been to Woody's.
You got to get into,
Bomb.
it's bomb. Sorry.
Thank you, Alma. Yes, on the jalapenos. You know what? I haven't had really good barbecue in a really long time. I'm not gonna lie. I've had barbecue
Actually,
recently, like at a couple places here in Westwood. No, it's not gonna
no,
work. You cannot.
no. Bloodsoes is on Melrose, but he started out in Compton, which disappointed me because he closed his place in Compton for the community. That kind of disappointed me, but he moved over off of Melrose.
Mario, what happened to Roscoe's?
Oh,
We don't
it's
go to
trash
Roscoe's no more.
now.
We don't
I'm
go to I'm
sorry.
sorry. Now Mario and I are just having conversations about California. Sorry, Roscoe's.
Sorry, no. I mean, but
Sorry.
you guys, even though you're in the East Coast, I'm sure you guys have heard of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles,
Chicken
right?
and waffles.
Yeah, heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's heard of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. The original one started in Hollywood. There's several chains now, but I also heard that it's different ownership now.
Yeah, somebody bought it, and that's the problem, right?
Yeah, and it's just not the same. And the prices went up, and the quality went down. They took off the Obama special. I'm like, what's going
Mhm,
on?
mhm.
I'm sorry, that's the LA thing. It's the three
No, no,
wings.
no, no, no. It was a big deal. It was a big
The
deal, and
Obama special
also
is the three wings and a
yep,
waffle.
yep.
Man,
What
that's some
is
good
Rick
stuff.
saying?
Alma.
Alma said, "I love a good aged steak." Roscoe's. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, they do
Brian,
stuff
Roscoe's
now.
is not the same anymore at all. It
No,
was bought by somebody else, and yeah, it's
yeah,
Roscoe's is one of the best places I went
That
to.
one too, Brian. That one's gone down too. Yeah.
It's
That was the original for sure.
yeah, that's just terrible. But all right, on that note, okay, any plans for the weekend? Anyone? Anyone? Any plans you want to share? Mario, you going to 15 other concerts you want to tell us
No,
about?
I'm just going to the movies. I'm just going to
What
the
you gonna
movies
go
tomorrow.
see?
The one of those days with Kiki Palmer and SZA.
Oh
My
yeah, yeah.
friend,
Yeah,
Oh,
my
mhm.
my
I saw
friends asked me to. One of my friends asked us to join them, so that's what we're doing. Nothing other than that. I'm just
Very cool.
sitting at home minding my business.
Praying for the firefighters, because every
Yeah,
night you can still hear the helicopters overhead.
yeah,
You wake up
yeah.
in the morning, helicopters
And I
overhead.
still see the ash falling. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm
So we
staying
still
close to
praying on
home.
although I have to say it's really nice here. I mean, I blue skies today. I was like, "Yes, thank you."
Yeah.
Please. But you still can't go down PCH. Cynthia, I was gonna send you a picture. When you guys were here, we drove down PCH from my house. That whole
Yeah.
place, it's all gone.
Yeah,
All the
everything's
houses,
gone.
everything. It's right there. And you can't even go on the street here. You can't go down there. You can only walk over the bridge. And I was
Wow.
like crying. I was so sad. But it is what it is. You know what? We're gonna pray for the people in the Palisades, also for the people in it's not Pasadena, Altadena.
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 I had six friends lose their homes in Altadena.
That's so
Ooh.
terrible. Are they okay
I
though?
got just one thing.
Yeah.
One of my wife's good friends at work. She, bless her heart, she lost her husband in December.
Oh.
She got the evacuation call. She evacuated, went to her mom's house. Her mom got the evacuation. They had to leave, and she lost both homes.
Oh
Her
no.
mom's home was her childhood home. So we are just praying for her, and we're
Did
doing
they
everything
start
we
a
can.
GoFundMe at all?
Yeah, and then I had another friend. She's actually in the industry. She was a
Mhm.
location scout. She lost her home with her and her dog. She's in Altadena
So SAG sent out, I mean, if you send me their GoFundMe's, I'll put them in our show notes or whatever, and we can also promote it next week. I have no
for
problem doing that
sure.
for friends. SAG, which is the Screen Actors Guild, sent out emails to everyone, and they put all of these different people's GoFundMe's, and also my acting coach did the same thing. Howard Fine, he turned around and he sent all the people that were part of the studio who are actors, you know, even from a long time ago. I'm like, I started crying because I'm like, oh my God, these are people we worked with, or that we, you know, it was just weird to kind of see so many people lost homes that were part of our world. So
The gentleman from Queen Sugar. You guys might not have watched the show. It was an Ava DuVernay show
I didn't
on
watch Queen
OWN.
Sugar,
It
but
was a
yeah,
great show. You can still go back and watch it.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
back and
But we
but
love
anyway,
Ava DuVernay. Come on.
yeah.
And
This,
why does
this
she look so good? She looked good lately. Come on now.
yeah,
Fabulous. Come on.
she looks wonderful. But the
Good.
gentleman who played Preacher,
Oh
he's
yeah.
been an actor. He's been an actor for over 40 plus years.
Mhm.
He lost his home. He's 82 years old.
No, she has
And
him on her feed, and she put the
yes,
GoFundMe.
exactly. So he was another one. I was shocked. And another actor from that show, she almost lost her home, but thankfully it was spared. But they're all in Altadena.
I think people, yeah, well, what people don't understand is Altadena was a primarily Black community of, you know, mid wealth, upper class. You know what I mean? Like just really doing well.
Not
And
it was upper class now, but when it was established, it
no, no,
was
no, that
people
right. People,
for
right.
who were workers for other people, who were maids, who were considered lower class, and they weren't allowed to live in Pasadena, and they migrated and created their own community in Altadena, and then flourished it. And so now
Mhm.
these people are middle class, upper class, which is great. But it didn't start off that way, and that
Yeah.
community has a lot of history, and it's
Yeah.
a
And then I wasn't trying to, here's the thing. I don't care how much money people have. Um, everyone has worked, most people, everyone is not fucking Elon Musk, who was
no.
born into wealth. Like people are all upset with people about the Palisades. All of those people have worked hard and have gotten all, we all want that. You know what I mean? Like I'll mention this because everybody knows,
That's right, Dave.
I
I'm
know
sorry.
somebody who worked for Anthony Hopkins. I do not work for Anthony Hopkins, but somebody in Facebook was making a comment because Anthony Hopkins lost his home. And somebody was saying something, and I'm like, first of all, motherfucker, he's like 87 years old. And number two, he's worked his ass off his entire life to live in the Palisades, to have his Oscars, and to be who he is. Why don't we all want that? We all want that. But you're so bitter and ridiculous. You think it doesn't matter if somebody has wealth to lose their home. It's just crazy. So Altadena is a working class, middle class, upper class neighborhood. But the point is that it was a community of mostly Black people, people of color who have, it's a real community, just like the Palisades, and a lot of people lost their homes. Altadena has been also, it's right, all of it. It's like the Palisades, it's gone, right? It's
Hmm.
completely gone. Same
Yeah,
thing.
it is. Yeah, for sure.
Um, what is, okay, wait, I got, Alma just said she took all last year to travel. What is, I missed what she said.
You're talking about Ava DuVernay. Why she looks so good?
Yeah, she looked really good. I mean, she just looks happy. I'm just so
Yeah,
happy for her. She
that's
looks
what I'm
really
saying.
happy.
She took all
Oh, good
year to
for
travel.
her. Good for her.
Yeah,
Brian said Marcellus Wiley, a former NFL player, lives in LA and is in the area where he and his family are on standby to evacuate. Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot of people on
Stand
evacuation
by still.
warnings. Yeah. Ash said it's their home and memories. It's sad. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Alma said there were people who lived in motorhome parks in the Palisades. Yeah,
Yes, one
right
of
on
our
the
friends
beach.
did.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
on the beach too.
it was just regular everyday people who were living in mobile homes, but it was a mobile home park, and it's all gone.
Mm.
Just those are everyday
Right
people. So
before Point Magoo. That's where a lot of those were too, right there, right before Point Magoo.
yeah, for
I
sure.
think I think I just want to normalize us to get back to a place of empathy. Like, The idea that if you have any amount of wealth, you should be treated like crap because something devastated happened to you. Because what? Like, it doesn't even make any sense to me. Our whole we need to reevaluate our kind of idea of compassion and empathy because we're way off kilter. I don't care how much money you have, you cannot replace your memories.
Not at all.
I
You
saw it
cannot
on
replace your bed, right?
yeah,
Mm-mm.
Go
Denise
ahead.
Crosby that played Tasha Yar in Star Trek Next Generation, Shameless Plug. She said she lost a home there and that's where she raised her kid. So she's like, those memories, I lived there. That's where I raised
Yeah.
my it's just gone. So it's made it really sad, It's
And
like we're
when
saving.
I went to the Westwood Recreation Center, that's where I went first. That's where that was one of the first shelters set up for people in the Palisades. When I went there, all the cars, there was all different types of cars. There were Hondas, there were Land Rovers, and these were people who didn't know where to go or what to do. And no one was questioning why they were there. Like, oh, you're driving a fancy car, you cannot be here. It was I think that's what was beautiful was just seeing everyone trying to hold each other up because people were crying and upset and sad because they just lost everything. And some of them had fled in danger. Like, it wasn't just like they were like, oh, we have a warning, let's go. They were fleeing because the fire was upon them.
It was raging at them.
Yeah. Alma just said there were people living in apartments in the Palisades, but also all of the businesses that were lost means that a lot of people lost their jobs. Yeah, two of my clients, that was one of the things they were worried about was because they have people that work for them that live there, that live in the Palisades, you know what I mean? And their first concern was don't worry about the house, don't worry about anything, make sure everybody's out, make sure they know they're going to get paid, do whatever we can to, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Everyone who has money isn't evil. And the idea that you don't want to acquire that kind of wealth someday is such bullshit because that's what we're taught from when we're little kids here in this damn country. That, if you work hard, you can be whatever you want to be and you can get whatever you want. And we're a capitalist society. So the hate on people is ridiculous. It makes no sense. Alma said these tragedies are equalizers, a reminder that we are all human and that we need to be kind to one another. I don't think it reminds a lot of people. It should.
Yeah.
It should. Okay, let's do something uplifting and then we're going to get off of Cynthia's like, I have to go to work tomorrow. You guys have any plans for this weekend? Mario just told us no, he's going to be chilling. He's going to go to a movie.
Oh, my wife reminded me we have a birthday party. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Did you say you're gonna send a birthday gift? I was like, what? You said
Yeah.
present? Are you guys surprising me? I can't wait. Oh my god! You have my address right. I'm so excited. Thank you. I'll be home on Saturday and Sunday between 9 and 12.
And when you open your door, you better say, well, hello there, stripper man.
Oh, wow.
Rick, you have anything happening this weekend? Anything you're looking
Say,
forward
are
to?
you Jamal?
See,
Well. I was gonna cut out that whole thing earlier, but now it's in.
So
The
last
whole
week,
sexual thing with AARP.
yeah. So
Okay,
last
go
week
ahead,
I
Rick.
said my cousin was supposed to come take my mom out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was supposed to be a gift for your
that
birthday.
never happened. So we'll see if it happens this week. Also, my ex is like, "Why don't you guys come over and I'll cut your mom's hair?" And she really needs it cut bad because it's getting really crazy long. So that might happen, both or none. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Okay, fingers crossed. You need some time off. Come on, that wasn't a good gift for your birthday. They didn't even do it. Alma said you would disown us if we threw you a surprise party. Are you talking about me?
I guess.
I guess so.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on what that
She
surprise
said,
party was like. I mean, I think it would just be hard to do a surprise party for me. I don't know if people could actually surprise me.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I don't know, Cynthia. You think I would hate a
Mario's
surprise?
like challenge accepted.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm very particular. You'd have to, it could be a surprise, but like, how would you do it? You know what I mean?
Then that wouldn't be a surprise if I said, right, duh.
I think I would just appreciate presents. Okay, I had on my 40th birthday, they actually had a huge surprise party for me. And my friend Richard, may he rest in peace, organized it all, and it was amazing. He flew. I didn't know anything about it. He said he was coming in just to hang out with me and just to have dinner with me. You guys heard about this because Andrea complains about it all the time because he
When she wasn't
forgot. He
invited
didn't
to.
know all my friends. So he did the best he could. He called work. He talked to like one of my assistants, and they tried to get everything together, and they missed Andrea in the whole thing. And Andrea to this day, wait, it's even better. They missed Andrea, but somehow got her best friend to come to the party, who I didn't even know that well, and her best friend didn't even tell her about it. It's really funny.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Andrea hated Richard forever. I mean, he passed away, and she still won't forgive him. We were still talking about it on the show, like when we first started. So that was it. But that was an amazing surprise party. It was amazing, and it was at this amazing restaurant, very bling, one of my favorite restaurants. It was oop-de-doo. It was awesome. It was fun. I mean, I'm not throwing out ideas or anything. I'm just saying.
She's like, sip as she sips.
January
Right.
12th. You can do it for next year if you want to start organizing now. Ash said, "Oh, I detest the surprise party. Not if it's done. Like if somebody knows you really well and they know what you like, it would be as good."
I've never had one, so I wouldn't
Really?
know what it's like. I've never had a surprise party. I've only had maybe 3 birthday parties my whole life.
Yeah, I never started celebrating until I got older, but now it's on fire. Yeah.
Now, I had one great party when I turned 45, and I just talked about it last night. I got so drunk that, yeah, it was a blur, but it was a good time.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Rick,
I,
have you
I
had
pissed some
many
people
surprise
off.
parties?
Mm-mm.
Hmm. Cynthia?
I've had a surprise birthday party, but I ended up finding out about it because no one in this family can keep secrets.
Okay.
I love
Yeah.
a party. I mean, I'll turn up. I'm an introvert with extrovert tendencies, so a party is good for 3 hours and I'm out.
Mhm.
I love watching TV shows where like we're gonna throw a surprise party and don't tell her, don't tell him, whatever. And they always find out, but you gotta act surprised and like, oh my goodness. Mhm.
No, I was totally surprised because me and Richard went. I thought we had just had a reservation at my favorite restaurant. Is he okay?
He's
He just
probably
sneezing.
sneezing
He's
and coughing.
coughing.
He's
Okay, I
choking.
can still see his body. Just want to make sure. Okay, we just want
Oh
to
my
make sure you
goodness.
okay. I know
I
all
was
this in the house.
Give us a
She's
thumbs up.
upstairs. She couldn't get to me if she tried.
I would have called 911 though. We got you. That's why I was saying, I got his address. I'd be calling 911 right now.
Yep.
I really thought it was just gonna be me and Richard, and when I got there, they didn't put me at the table that we always sit at. They brought us to the back, which that's when
Her
I kinda
regular
had a
table.
suspicion.
See, you hear that, right? A
What?
regular table. They didn't put her at a regular table.
Because I have a regular table. That restaurant isn't there anymore, but I used to have a regular table there. This is a restaurant that I'll tell you who always used to go by. Michelle Pfeiffer, the most beautiful woman I think I've ever seen in my life. I will still say that. I will stand on that in person. You know what I mean? Like to see someone that looks like this on TV or movies, and then you see them in person, you're like, oh, okay. Stunning woman. Okay. Danny DeVito always went to that restaurant. Tom Brokaw always went to that restaurant. And I used to go to that restaurant and other people.
I love how she threw herself in there. That's awesome.
And other people. But it was a regular place I would go to all the time because it was around the corner from my condo when I owned it. So
Right.
I thought that's where me and Richard were going. And so I did have a regular table. And when we went, they were like, oh no, you know what? We sorry, we had to save that for somebody else. I'm sorry, come in. Do you mind? I was like, oh yeah, no problem. We went to the back and there was everybody. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was cool. I was totally surprised. It was
Wow.
the only thing that was weird was that one of my clients was there too. Like there was a few mistakes, like the Andrea thing, her friend thing, which I'm like, that's not a good friend because why didn't she tell Andrea?
That's
That was
true.
weird. And then one of my clients was there. It was there. It was weird. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, with that, Cynthia, any plans for the weekend?
I have scrapbooking on Sunday, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, you love scrapbooking, which I still don't understand what it is. I forget who that is, Rick. That's one of your friends, right?
Bobby Shadow from
Oh yeah, he got on my nerves before. Hi, Bobby. How you doing? I remember. So you're scrapbooking, which for people who don't know what scrapbooking is, what is it again? When I say people, I mean I forgot. Go ahead.
Well, I make cards, but a lot of people make a whole bunch of different stuff. Albums of like their vacations and things like that.
I know you
Another
make cards that I keep trying to get you to sell for $20 like they do. You go into Whole Foods, you see these cards and they're like 13, 14, and they're ugly. You send me handmade cards. I'm like, my God, we could make so much money on this. And you won't do it. So that's what your scrapbooking is. You make cards and then you don't sell them.
yeah.
All right.
Well, you can send me one. I'll give you my address. I'd love to receive one.
I love receiving them too, but Mario, you know how much money we could make because they're so good, the cards she makes.
Put them in the All About Your Joy card.
And look at it, I'm all about the profit is what I'm thinking.
That's Skrilla.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week on Thursday again, 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, allaboutthejoy.com. We adore you, love you. Thank you for following and sharing, and we'll see you again next week. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.